Learning the square root property. So for example, if I was given that t squared equals 10 and I wanted to solve for t, I would need to square root both sides. But what happens is what cancels on this side, on the other side it creates a situation where we can have plus or minus the number on the other side. So if you think about it, if I take two negatives and times them together, I get a positive. If I take two positive and times them together, I get that same number and a positive. And that's why we can have both options come out. So, another problem we can now solve is something like this. Adding 90 to the other side gives us that 2x squared equals 90. Divide both sides by 2. X squared equals 45. Square root both sides. So x equals plus or minus. So remember this is 9 times 5, which is 3 times 3. So we get 3 square roots of 5. And we have both options being the plus or minus. Let's extend this into a word problem. So say we were given the following scenario. Tim is dropping roofing nails from the top of a roof 25 feet high into a large bucket on the ground. The formula d equals 16t squared is how fast it is dropping relative to time. Determine how long it will take the nail dropped from 25 feet to hit the bottom of the bucket. So we want to figure out how much time given a distance. So if we were given the fact that d equals 16t squared and we want to find out when it's 25 feet, dividing both sides by 16 gives us 25 over 16 equal to t squared. If we square root both sides, t equals plus or minus, well, square root of 25 is 5 and square root of 16 is 4, and so we get plus or minus 5/4. Well, let's think about this. Can a time be negative? No. So we throw that answer out and get 5/4 as our only logical answer that makes sense for this type of a scenario. What this means is 1.25 seconds is how long it would take for it to drop 25 feet.